Hi everybody, it's me, Mrs. C from the Hopkinton Public Library, and this is our third ever elementary take and make program. Today we will be making these very fun owl bookmarks. They're a hoot. Now, if you didn't get one of these crafting kits from the Hopkinton Public Library, which you would have to have registered for, don't worry because this craft is really easy to do at home with supplies that you might already have. All you really need is some paper. So let's open up those crafting kits and see what's inside. All right, the first thing you'll find in your crafting kit is an informational page on how to access this video. Also, today's craft is inspired by a book from our Women's History Month display in the Children's Department because March is Women's History Month. And that book is Miss Moore Thought Otherwise, How Anne Carroll Moore Created Libraries for Children. Now, Anne Carroll Moore was a pioneering library who really got the field of children's services started and developed in libraries. So we thought it would be fun to make a bookmark because she was a librarian. So we're going to be making these owl bookmarks today. If you're interested in other books on Women's History Month, there are some books written here that you can request from the library. Then there's an informational page on how to complete this craft. Also in the bag are 3 pieces of origami paper, one of which I folded for you just so you can see what it should look like when it's done. Some round circle stickers, 3 orange triangles for beaks, some of these pieces of paper cut into a flower shape, 3 semicircles, some fun eyeball stickers, and the only thing not included is some glue. You'll need to find that at home. Liquid glue or a glue stick works just fine. So let's get started with part 1 of our craft, which is folding the origami paper. All right, if you're following along at home, you would just need a piece of origami paper that's about 6 inches by 6 inches. So paper cut into a square that's 6 inches this way and 6 inches this way. And we're just going to start with 1 and we're going to fold that piece of paper together so that in the end it looks like this. So we'll make 3 bookmarks in total. So step 1 says hold the paper like a diamond. So we're going to put our paper like that, and it says fold the paper in half by matching the top corner to the bottom corner. All right, now that's step 1. Step 2 says bring the top left corner to the bottom corner and fold. Then bring the top right corner to the bottom corner and fold. So again, we took the top corner and brought it to the bottom, and we took the right corner and brought it to the bottom, and we folded it. That was step 2. Step 3 says open the 2 folds that you just made and bring, so we're going to open it up like that, and bring one of the bottom corners up to the top fold line. So we're going to take one of these pieces of paper, just one, and fold it up to the top like that. All right, now step 4 says, this is the trickiest part. Tuck the top left corner between the top and bottom halves. So we're going to tuck it right inside like that. And then you tuck the top right corner between the top and bottom halves. Just like that. And there we've made our little pocket for our bookmark. Now we're going to do that one more time with this piece of paper. So again, it's just 4 simple steps. So hold the paper like a diamond and fold the paper in half by matching the top corner to the bottom corner. That's step 1. If you're still working on step 1, you can pause the video here before we move on to step 2. Step 2 says bring the top left corner to the bottom corner and fold. Then bring the top right corner to the bottom corner and fold. That's step 2. If you're still working on step 2, you can pause the video here. Otherwise, we're going to move on to step 3. Step 3 says open the 2 folds you just made. Bring one of the bottom corners to the top fold line. So we're just going to bring this top piece of paper to the fold line. Okay, that's step 3. If you're still working on step 3, you can pause the video here. Otherwise, we're going to move on to step 4. Okay, step 4 is the trickiest part, but don't worry, I know you can do it. It says tuck the top left corner between the top and bottom halves. And then we're going to tuck the top right corner between the top and bottom halves. And there you have your third pocket. So that is part 1 of the craft. We folded our 3 pockets. Now it says flip the page over for part 2. Okay, part 2 I think is the fun part. This is where we get to decorate the origami bookmark that we made in part 1 to look like owls. So this might be considered process art because process art is child-directed and choice-driven and celebrates the experience of discovery. So that means that the final product might always look different or unique for everyone because you get to decide how to combine these pieces of papers onto your origami bookmark by mixing the colors and figuring out what you like best. So what I encourage you to do is play around with these different colors and see what you like best. So again, these are going to go under the eye stickers like that, and you'll put an eye sticker on top, and these will be the wings. So let's play around with them and see what we like. All right, as you can see, I mixed up my colors and I played around with them a little bit. I tried different wing combinations and I tried different eye combinations, and ultimately I think this is what I'm gonna like, so I'm gonna go with this one. For this one I have matching eyes and wings, but for this one I have opposite eyes and wings. This one is inspired by the Hopkinton colors of green and orange, so that'll be my Hopkinton owl. All right, once you figure that out, the first step is to start with the beaks, because you're going to want to glue those beaks on right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all 3 of my owls. All right, those are my beaks on the owls. I got a little extra glue on there, but that's not a problem because it'll dry, and once it dries, you won't even see it. Also, we're going to put these big eyes on the owl, so it'll kind of cover that up. Step 2 is to glue the eye feathers, which is this flower shape, onto the top half. So we'll go ahead and do that too. All right, as you can see, I've got the eyes glued on. Now step 3 will be to put the eye circles on the eye feathers. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And these are stickers, but you could just cut them out from paper at home. So these stickers will just stick right on. All right, so we've got the beaks, the eye feathers, and the eye circles on. Next, we're going to add the eyeball stickers. Now, you could just make these at home with some paper and maybe some crayons and colored pencils. So you can put them on. So that's what I'll do. So as you can see, I had some fun with the eyes because for this one, he's kind of looking at his nose. This one is looking to the left that way, and this one is looking up. So you can really have some fun with these eye stickers. All right, and we are almost done. I just want to say that before we move on to the last step, there is an optional step. You could take a colored pencil or crayon and make some squiggles here to kind of give your owl some tummy feathers, but that's an optional step. Otherwise, you can go ahead and glue on your wings. Now, you can glue them on any way you want. You could glue them so that the owl has its wings by its side, like this. Or you could have the wings flapping out a little bit, like that. You could have the wings all the way out. I wouldn't go too far or else it won't fit in the book right. But go ahead and have some fun with that and glue those on. All right, so as you can see with my 3 owls, this one has its wings tucked inside its body, or kind of tucked along its side, and these ones have its wings flapping out a little bit. All right, well that's it. You are done with your bookmarks. So again, you can repeat this craft at home with supplies that you probably already have because it's mostly just made out of paper. And that is because origami is a paper-based art. And then once these are dry, you'll want to make sure that they dry well. Your bookmark can be used just like that, and it saves your place. So there you have it. Thanks for joining me today for our elementary take and make. Don't forget to take a look at that list of books on the informational page, or stop by the Children's Department to see that Children's History Month book display. I hope to see you back in April because we'll be doing another elementary take and make. Don't forget to check the library's website to see when. All right, bye now.